Good morning, boys and girls. Jimmy with To The Top Crane. Do something a little different. People are probably going to look at me funny, but I got my hard hat on while I'm driving. I figured I'd get you guys a little bit of footage of what it looks like when I'm looking around driving this thing. So this morning we are heading out to set a house. We didn't do very many houses earlier in the year, and then recently we've just been getting house after house, tank after tank. So yeah, there's that. Oh, my windshield's a little dirty. Should have cleaned that. So what I was just doing here, leveling up some. I leveled up when I pulled in our shop, but our floor has a little slope in it for a floor drain, and that may have jacked with it some. Almost there. There, it's level. So right now we're in the dolly. So we're about 85 feet long, and I know some of you people have heard it, but we're about 85 feet long. Outside to outside of the mirrors, I think it's right around 11 and a half, 12 feet maybe. And I think we're 13.6 tall. I'm not going to record the whole trip out there. We got a little bit of a drive. It's going to be a little over an hour getting there. And I'm trying to save some battery in this camera because I'm going to see about recording this house with this same view. So, oh, forgot to turn on my pretty lights. There. Now people won't run into us. Making you guys sick by as much as I look around, but I've got to keep an eye on where that dolly is. I mean, it tracks really well. It tracks basically right behind the crane, but I still like to look and see where it's at when I'm making these turns. YouTube. That's what we got. I normally stick a camera on my glass, but I thought you guys might like it better on my hard hat, so you can kind of see what I'm looking at. But so we got a house half over here, and we got the house half right here in front of us. The one that's in front of us is the far side. So as soon as they get done doing their thing to it, we will get some straps hooked up, pick it off the carrier, swing it around the front of the crane carrier, and set it on the basement. Hopefully you guys can see everything I'm looking at. I don't know if I got my camera pan down where it needs to be, but we'll know when we go to edit it. On a side note, got the crane stuck getting in here. So those ruts you see over there, those are mine. Said pull me out with a D6. Second time I've gotten stuck, and both times we're setting a house, and both times we're with the same dirt contractor on site, so the same guy has gotten to pull me out twice. But it happens. If I wouldn't have had the dolly on the back with the weight still sitting on the dolly, I would have never got stuck. That thing's like a boat anchor. If the dozer wouldn't have been here, I would have had to set the crane up where I was at, get the counterweight off the dolly, set it on the deck, lay the boom over the front on top of the carrier, and then pull the dolly out empty. That would have been a lot of extra work, so just pulling her out with the D6 was where we went with it. Alright, so this one's a little bit different. The roof sections are a little bit longer, so it must have a steeper roof pitch, or the boxes are narrower than normal. We've got to raise the roof up first, and then we'll swing it over and set it on the basement. Crane configuration right now: full span outriggers, 53,000 pounds of counterweight, 129 feet of boom, 4 parts of line. Alright, we're getting set up on this half to go ahead and pick it up. The radius is 43.6. They're just getting their straps tight. Now I'm starting to gain a little weight, so now I gotta start paying attention to my radius. Okay, now I'm booming up. Cabling up and booming up at the same time. As the deflection builds in the crane, I got to try to compensate for it. Still booming up. Side starting to float, so it's starting to go away from me. We're going to boom up with it a little bit, bring it back towards us. Back end's getting ready to start floating. I got 43 foot radius now, about 26,000. Okay, back end starting to slide a little bit, so I'm going to boom up. Boom up to catch it, and looks like we've got it picked. They're gonna spin it, and as they spin it, we're gonna come around the front of the carrier. Okay, I guess they're gonna, what do we got going on here? Oh, they're gonna pull the toter out of the way. That's a good plan. And if you're wondering, yes, that house is leaning. All the weight's in that one side. We're gonna boom down, cable up, and swing. We're gonna get it started booming down and cabling up first. That way we keep it away from the front of the crane. Last thing I want to do is poke that thing through my windshield. And not the windshield that's in front of me, the one that's in front of me when I'm driving down the road. Alright, we should have enough boom down there. As long as they can follow me right around. Now it's just a matter of swing, get out where it goes, touch it down. On that side. Oh, his electrical's hanging out the bottom over there. Okay, now we've cleared everything. Pads, they're all holding up good. We've got 66 tons on the right front corner, 70 tons on the right rear corner. Actually, that's that's on the driver's side. We got 33 on the right front, 24 on the right rear. So that didn't probably need this much counterweight, but it's okay. We got way more crane than what we need. And I'm not upset about that. Looks like we ought to be close. So right now we're booming down and cabling up. He wants it to go further away from the crane. There, we just stopped. Let's go a little more. House number 2, or half number 2, 36.3 foot radius. We're gonna try to hang on to that. Right now we're just booming up. Now we're gonna cable up. Fixing a few shingles, looks like. I'm not. Someone else is gonna be. Looks like we're gonna be floating here pretty quick. Got 20, got about 18,000 on it. Got about 21,000 on it. Looks like it's running away from me. We're gonna boom up some. And we're gonna touch it back down and boom up. Got me over boomed quite a ways. Boomed. 30, I'm at 34 foot radius. Sooner or later it's got to quit sliding. Okay, 33.2. It looks like it's going to come up pretty straight from this point. We'll see. Still need a little boom up. Foot radius, and just want to swing a little bit, so we're going to swing back just a fuzz. Alright, we're flying now. here. It's always a little trickier is I got to snake this one between the other half of the house and the crane. So as we're coming around, I'll have to start swinging, booming up, and cabling down at the same time. Take it out a little farther yet, so they got room to get it turning. Get a phone call right in the middle of doing this. That's always fun. We're gonna get out there where they can get it turned, and then we're gonna start booming up, cabling up, and booming up, cabling down, and swinging. Keep this half from hitting the other side. We don't want them to touch until we're ready to set it down. I can't see that other side, so I'm just basing it off of where the basement wall is that's on my side. Good on our booming up and cabling down at the same time. Now we're just gonna gently swing it over here, get it close, and then we'll have to start booming down with it. down. Just going nice and easy. This one's essentially set down.